Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be growing orange trees from seed, and I'm trying a new method where I start the seeds off in little jars. So I'm calling this the jar method. Anyway, it's a beautiful day here in mid-Wales. All the snowdrops coming out behind me there, as you can see. So this video has been filmed over about the period of about 2 months or so. I started it in midwinter. We're almost in spring now. They're about 3 or 4 inches tall at the moment. But anyway, I'll take you back to the beginning and I'll show you what I'm up to. So I'll go back to you in a sec and we'll make a start on growing our orange trees. Okay guys, so first thing you need to do is find a nice fresh organic orange like this one here, and take the seed out from it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to peel this seed, and you can peel off a layer of the skin on it, and this is not necessary 100%, but I think it helps with the germination and speeds up the process. So we'll just peel the skin off of the seed like so. So it can be a bit fiddly, just try not to damage the seed underneath. So there we go. And then I've got a little jar here. I've just put a little bit of normal multi-purpose compost in the bottom, but you can use whatever you've got to hand. Plain old soil or some core or multi-purpose compost like I'm using. I'm just going to put the seed in the middle. I'm not going to bury it, and then I'm going to make sure it's watered and put the lid on, and it should germinate quite quickly within about a week or two. Okay, so this is about 2 weeks later now, and I've just noticed that it has germinated. So as you can see there, the roots starting to come out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the seed out. Okay, so there's the seed. And you can see the roots. It's actually got 2 roots. So it might be another dual embryo seed. So what I'm going to do is just make a little hole in the compost inside the jar. And we're going to plant the seed now. I'm not going to bury it completely. As long as the roots are in the soil a bit, the seed will sort itself out. Okay. So this is probably about a week or 2 later now, and I did add a couple more. I just plopped them in there just because I can't throw seeds away for some reason. I just have to try and grow them, especially during the winter. It's a nice fun project. So I think we've got 3 in here which have germinated nicely. Okay, so there's a bit of a close-up. So we've got at least 3 in there that I can see which have germinated. So we get back to these again. Okay, so this is about 2 or 3 weeks later now. It's almost Christmas. So our seeds are just on a windowsill in the kitchen, nice and warm. And I've been leaving the lid on, but I think I might take the lid off now and leave it off. I just left the lid on for humidity, and it also keeps a bit of warmth in there. Acts like a little mini greenhouse. Okay, so this is about another week or so later, and as you can see we've got 3 nice healthy little orange seedlings in here. So they've probably been in here about 5 or 6 weeks from start to now. You can see the roots at the bottom there. So I'm going to repot these soon, so I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, so this is about another week or so later, and I've decided that I'm going to repot these now. It's just after Christmas now. You can see we've got our Christmas tablecloth on there, and I need to take it off soon because it's got really dirty. But these are doing well in this little jar. So I'm just going to put them in these little tiny pots that I've got here. These are like 7cm little pots from one of my seed trays. And I've just got some core, which is the husk from a coconut. And it's got a little bit of perlite in there that you can see, just for extra drainage. So we're going to pot these up in there. Okay, so first task is to get these out of the jar. So this is probably the only problem with this method, is trying to get the things out of the jar is not easy. But if you just kind of work away the soil around them, they're not really delicate, so you could probably get away with just pulling them out. But I try and loosen up the soil a little bit and then just try and bang them out, or however you find works best. If you use a chopstick or something, it's probably easier. Okay, so I think I've got one out there. And there we go, they've all fell out. So you can see they've got some good roots on them. The orange trees don't tend to have huge root systems that I've noticed. So there's the first one there. That's probably the best one. Some nice roots on there. Nice healthy looking seedling. There's the second one there. This one's got a big chunk of bark or something, so the roots have been stunted. So if you do this method, try and remove all the big bits of bark, otherwise this can happen. So this one's only got little roots because they got clogged up in that bark, but it should still be fine. It'll just be a little bit stunted. And there's the third one there. Some nice roots on that one as well. Okay, so now we're going to pot them up. So I'm just going to put a small amount of compost in the bottom of the pot, so the roots have got something to get straight into. And then I'm going to put the seedling in the pot and then fill around it with the compost. Like I said a minute ago, this is core, which is the husk from coconuts. They just grind it up, and it makes ideal compost because it holds lots of moisture and drains really well. So we're just filling, compacting it down gently as we go. Don't press it in too hard, but you want it nice and firm so it's in contact with the roots. So there's the first one done. I'll get the rest done on a time lapse or something. So I'm just doing the other two now.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, so that's all three of them little orange seedlings potted up. So these are probably about 2 months old now. And we're just past Christmas. I started them in end of October, I think. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My audio cut out on my camera. But this is about another week or so later. And the orange trees are still doing really well in their little pots. So this is probably going to be the last update I'll do on these for now. So they've been in these for about a week. And the roots are starting to come out of the bottom of the pots now. I've just watered them. So if you just give them a light mist every day and a little water when they're dry, don't overwater them because the roots will rot. So you can see the root on this one starting to come out the bottom there. So they'll be fine in these pots for quite a while now. So there's a nice root on that one as well. Anyway, so this is going to be the last update for now. And I might make a part 2 depending on the interest in this video. Anyway guys, so I'll get back to you in a second. Okay guys, so thank you very much for watching. Like I said, I'll probably do a part 2 on this video depending on how much interest there is in this video. I'm not sure if you guys are interested in seeing me growing orange trees or not, but if you are, I'll do a part 2. If not, I won't bother. But I hope you found this video useful and hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, leave a comment down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and I'll see you on the next one. Hope you all have a great week, everyone. See you later.